Pedro, my name is Amanda Meyer, and you know what? I happened to see the advertisement on Facebook today for New Beginning Projects, and I did try to give you a call. I wasn't able to reach us, so what I went ahead and did was I created you a customized video. Um, I've got a lot of information here because I dug in pretty deep on New Beginnings, your competition, how your site is doing, just your entire internet presence. And so I just want to jump in here and explain to you how all of this works and give you an idea of what's going on with your business, competition again, like I said, and yeah, so let's just jump right in here. When your future customers are searching for your services, right? And they pick up their phone, they go to their computer, and they type in landscaping Everett. Now, the first section that's going to show up upon the results is this section here. What this section is called is the Google Map Pack. Now, this is where your Google business page should be. Ideally, of course, we want businesses to be in one of these top 3 spots because this is what is instantly shown upon those search results coming back. Now, I did take a look, on a multitude of pages, and took multiple different avenues, and I just could not find a Google business page for New Beginnings. So I'm assuming that there probably isn't one. And I just want you to understand how critical it is to have a Google business page. 30% of your Google traffic is going to come from this section right here, which is where your Google business page is. Okay, so it's really important to have one of these. Just for instance, so you can see this is what a Google business page looks like. It's got all of your business information, your photos, reviews, all of these things. So again, like I was saying, 30% of your business is going to come from this section here. So it's really important to have one of these Google business pages. And then it's really important for it to be created correctly and optimized to the maximum, ability so that you can sit up here in one of these higher ranking spots so that you can draw in all the traffic. All right, so then the second part of this, when people are searching for your services, what's even more important is this section down here. The reason that this is even more important is because this is where 70% of your business is going to come from Google. Now, this section down here is where all of the websites are listed. This section here is where all of the Google business pages are. What I went ahead and did next was I pulled your website, and then I pulled your number 1 competitors, and I've got some more in-depth information to go over with you. All right, so here is your website, and I like the colors and so forth. I really like your logo. I love your logo. It's very striking. It's very clean. It's very simple. Perfect. Love it. Now, you've got some services listed here, and then it kind of just goes to call us. Now, what's really important to understand is what Google does and how Google links you to your customers. Okay, so what Google does 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is they have a bot that crawls the internet, and what it's doing is it's going through all of the websites and it's looking for 2 very important pieces of information or features, right? So the first one is what's called command content. Now, every single word that's included on your homepage is a word of command content. Google likes to see 1,500 words of command content. I did run the numbers on yours, and you guys are just over 300 words completely. And so definitely would want to bring that up immensely. Now, what they're wanting to see, which is also incredibly important, is embedded within that command content, they want to see organic keyword phrases. What an organic keyword is the phrase that people are entering into Google when they are looking for your services. So, landscaping Everett, deck builders Everett, fencing Everett, whatever the case may be, any of the services that you offer and in any of the locations that you service, you want to have those keyword phrases embedded within the website. What that allows Google to do is Google will take obviously the search term that the person is looking for. They will scan the internet, of course. They will see, oh, looks like the information that we're looking for is on New Beginnings website. So then that is how Google matches up the person searching for your services and your website. Okay. Now I wanted to show you something. This is your number one competitor, Green Spaces. So if you take a look at their website, they've got, a beautiful website, some great images, all of these things going on. They've got those keywords that I was talking to you about, and they've got a lot of good visuals and all of these things. Now, the thing about this website is that I did run the numbers on this one as well, and they're running at about 880, so they've still got some room to go as well. Now they do have some of the areas listed here, which definitely helps the website, but what they've got that's really helping them is they've got those organic keyword phrases embedded within their content. Now I wanted to show you one more thing here. Now this is one of my personal clients, and I want to show you what we did with their website. Now, what we did with theirs is every one of the service areas that they service, what we went ahead and did was we created a location page for each one of those locations. Now, the reason being for that is because we can then pull in the search traffic. In your case, it would be not just Everett, right? We could target every single one of the service areas that you work in, for all of the services that you provide, and could bring in all of the traffic that way. This is a tremendously successful and helpful process, is creating a location page for each of the areas that you service. Again, just one more time, so that you can bring in all of the traffic, not just from your home city, but all of your service areas for all of those services that you provide. One more thing I wanted to show you is, if you take a look, there is a ton of volume. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So what I mean by that is these are all of the keyword phrases that people are entering into Google, finding when they're on the look for the services that you offer in the areas, right? And so, I mean, this is just unbelievable. And the page just keeps going on and on. It doesn't just stop there, So every area that you could possibly service has volume. So all of these people that you're seeing here are entering in these phrases with the intent on having a landscaping, deck, or fence contractor come out and provide the service to them. This is probably one of the most crucial factors that you need to implement into the website so you can capitalize on all this traffic that's out there, okay? Now, I did want to show you. Okay, so let me explain. This program that I have, it's a web crawler program. So this is live Google data. And what I did was I went ahead and I pulled your website. So as you can see, here is your website name. Now, two very important factors I want to explain to you is your UR and your DR. What your UR is your trust factor rating. What your DR is your power rating. These two numbers right here are determined by your backlinks. What a backlink is essentially a shout out from another website to yours. It's a link bringing the person searching from that website and then rerouting and migrating them back to yours. As you can see, those organic keyword phrases that I was talking to you about, just one more reminder. So all of these that are able to pull in all the traffic looking for your services, looks like you just have one within your website. And so with everything considered, so the missing Google business page, and then the lack of content, and then just having none of those organic keyword phrases, Google is actually not really aware that your website exists, right? And so not only do we want to make sure that Google knows your business and your website exists, but we want to get you to rank as high as you possibly can, because the higher that you rank on this page, like I was telling you about in the beginning, for your website, the more of the traffic you're going to pull in. So with everything considered that we talked about, you guys have an organic traffic rate of 0. So what that means is that no one is seeing your website and nobody is coming to your website. So all of the, tens of thousands, actually, probably 100,000 or more people searching for your exact services in your areas are simply not seeing your website and have no idea that you exist. And so this is the most crucial problem that you're having. Now, just in comparison, I wanted to show you what your number one competitor, what their numbers look like. So again, trust factor rating here, power rating here. This is the amount of backlinks that they have. So again, those shouts out from another website. Now, very important feature, or very critical factor right here. 698 keywords they've got going to their site. So embedded within their content, they've got 698 of those keyword phrases that we were just talking about previously. So with everything considered with what they've got going on, this gives them an organic traffic rating of 984. What that means is that 984 people are searching for the exact same services in the exact same areas that you offer them. And what's happening is 984 people are seeing them on this front page of Google and ranked in one of these high spots. And they are clicking on, going to their website, retaining their services, getting additional information, whatever the case may be. The bottom line here is this is a ton of traffic to be missing out on. If you were filtering in a lot of this traffic and making your way up the ranks to get on the first page of Google, you wouldn't need to run these Facebook ads for exposure and for leads. They're great for a temporary band-aid, absolutely 100%, to get you leads, to get you, people interested in all of these things. However, your website is your long game. Your website should be your investment. Your website should be the number one most important factor that you invest money into, because that's going to lead you throughout the life of the business versus just, the span of how long a Facebook ad runs. So, I hope this video has brought you tremendous value. I appreciate you taking the time to watch it. Again, I tried to give you a call. I wasn't able to reach you. I'm sure you're busy, which is great. So I just created this custom video for you, and I'm going to send that over to you here in just a couple of minutes. And I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks, Pedro.